is the relationship among the names of the following three downtown streets: Harris Street, Kane Street, and Ivy Street?
All right, now the question's a little bit in error. Ivy Street, of course, was named for the man who built the first home in what's now downtown Atlanta. Over there at what's now the intersection of Cortlandt and Ellis Streets. That was Hardy Ivy. One of his sons-in-law, was a man named Kane. So Kane Street was named for that son-in-law. Kane Street, as you probably know, has been renamed to International Boulevard. But there's still one block of Kane Street in existence. It's over there between Jackson Street and Boulevard. And there's a rather seedy-looking block, to say the least. There's saloons and a liquor store on it, and many idlers who apparently have nothing to do. I pass that location now and then. Now, Harris Street...
But you don't hang around.
No, I don't. I pass through fast. Harris Street was named for Atlanta's first city clerk, John L. Harris, who was also a lawyer. He began to serve in that capacity in 1848. John L. Harris later moved to Brunswick and became a Superior Court judge of the Brunswick Circuit. So Harris Street bears his name, no relation to Ivy. But Kane and Ivy, of course, are related. Now, unfortunately, Ivy Street lost its name 2-3 years ago when it was changed to Peachtree Center Avenue. The original petition was to change it to Peachtree Center Boulevard. Now, we overworked that term boulevard. There are very few Atlanta streets that would actually qualify as a boulevard. But we got it at least trimmed down to Peachtree Center Avenue. Now, we lost the name of Ivy as a street name, and I remember one of the descendants, I went down to City Hall and opposed it. John Portman wanted to change it, and I knew why he did. And because he says that he builds office buildings, and it's a whole lot easier to lease space in a building if it's got Peachtree somewhere in the name than if it doesn't. I understood that. But at any rate, I wasn't for the change, and some of Hardy Ivy's descendants who lived up at Norcross came down and objected to it. However, we worked out a compromise. The little triangular park, there where Peachtree and West Peachtree come together, is on land donated by Mr. Woodruff as a small city park, and it was named Peachtree Point Park. Well, fortunately for our proposal, that little park was in the extreme northwest corner of the land lot that Hardy Ivy once owned, land lot 51 of the 14th District. And so we made a compromise, changed the name of the park from Peachtree Point